Using AI without skill is like having a smartphone and only using it for calls. Now, if we talk about India, India's workforce is heavily built on services and repetitive digital work. India produces millions of graduates every year. Many depend on entry-level IT jobs, the support roles, but those are exactly the roles that are shrinking. Learn how to give better prompts, how to automate work. Using AI without skill is like having a smartphone and only using it for calls. And if you don't adapt in time, you won't get fired. You will just stop being needed. More cuts quietly coming. This is very important. They are not announcing big layoffs anymore. They are slowly raising the bar until people get pushed out. Up to 8,000 jobs expected to be cut starting May 20th. So this is not layoffs happening. This is layoffs scheduled. Because whether we like it or not, the shift isn't coming. It's already here. These are not layoffs because companies are failing. These are layoffs while companies are making profits, investing billions, and becoming more efficient than ever. You are not watching a recession. You are watching a replacement cycle. The coming soon effect. Announcements today, layoffs starting next month. More waves later in the year. What you are seeing in the news right now is actually your future job market 3 to 6 months from now. The biggest impact hasn't even started yet. Some AI leaders predict white-collar jobs could collapse within 18 months. So the question is not, will AI take jobs? The real question is, will you adapt before your role quietly disappears? And welcome back to Pardesi Pulse. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching, sharing, subscribing. So AI is quietly replacing jobs, but over 80,000 tech workers lost their jobs in just the first few months of 2026. Many companies are no longer hiding the reason. They are openly saying AI is doing the job better. But what if I told you this is just the beginning of something much, much bigger and more silent? Tech layoffs are accelerating fast in 2026 with nearly 80,000 jobs already gone in the first quarter. AI has been eliminating more than 25,000 jobs per month. Empty desks, empty offices, not just small companies. 10 companies that have said they are doing AI-related layoffs today. Some experts say this isn't really about AI. Companies may be using AI as a perfect excuse to cut excess staff. Others call it AI washing, blaming AI for layoffs that would have happened anyway. But at the same time, AI is actually replacing real tasks, writing, coding, customer support, even performance reviews are now being influenced by AI tools. Entry-level roles could be cut in half in certain industries. And here's the pattern. AI doesn't replace jobs first. It replaces tasks inside the jobs. Then suddenly, one person does what 5 people used to do. And companies don't announce it. They just stop hiring. We are entering a world of smaller teams, higher expectations, constant AI assistance. In fact, nearly 50% of recent tech layoffs are tied to AI-related changes. Companies are restructuring around AI-first workflows. Jobs are not disappearing, they are being redesigned in real time. What are the most at-risk roles right now? Entry-level white-collar jobs, repetitive office work, basic coding, support roles. People are losing jobs to people who use AI better. This is not a sudden crash. It's a silent transition. No big announcement, no clear moment. Just fewer opportunities over time. And by the time most people realize it, the market has already shifted. Because whether we like it or not, this shift isn't coming. It's already here. And just in the last 72 hours, multiple companies have made announcements that most people haven't even processed yet. Meta, massive layoffs coming. Meta is preparing one of the biggest layoffs of 2026. Up to 8,000 jobs expected to be cut starting May 20th. And insiders say this may just be the first wave. What's the reason? Massive shift toward AI infrastructure spending. Over $100 billion. So this is not layoffs happening. This is layoffs scheduled. Amazon quiet restructure model. Inside Amazon, something different is happening. Over 57,000 layoffs already happened. Employees now say AI is influencing performance reviews, and many expect more cuts quietly coming. This is very important. They're slowly raising the bar until people get pushed out. Snap, AI writing the code. Humans cut. 65% of their code is now generated by AI. In the past 24 to 48 hours, reports confirmed IBM replacing HR roles with AI, Salesforce AI replacing support roles, HP Inc. planning thousands of cuts tied to AI. These are not layoffs because companies are failing. These are layoffs while companies are making profits, investing billions, and becoming more efficient than ever. This is a completely new kind of job loss. Most people still think this is just the tech layoffs, but what happens when the exact same pattern hits finance, marketing, healthcare, even the creative jobs? There are hidden patterns, quiet layoffs, AI written code, performance pressure. Because what's actually happening right now? Jobs are not disappearing overnight, they are being quietly redesigned without you. And if you don't adapt in time, you won't get fired. You'll just stop being needed. AI is not replacing people. People who use AI are replacing people who don't. Companies don't rehire. They scale with fewer people. Entry-level roles are shrinking fast. This means survival isn't about working harder anymore. I'm gonna work very hard. I'll make it. It's about working differently. So right now, the workforce is splitting into 3 groups. The first one, ignorers. They think this is a hype. They'll be the last to adapt and the first to be replaced. Second, the users. They use AI but only for small tasks like writing emails, fixing the grammar. They are replaceable. The third one, the integrators. They redesign their entire workflow around AI. These people move faster, produce more, become irreplaceable. Your goal is not to use AI. It's to become someone who thinks with AI. Learn AI like it's your job, because it is. Build systems. Example, instead of writing one email, you create an AI workflow that writes 50. Stack skills. Single skills are dying. Writing alone means replaceable. Coding alone, replaceable. Coding, AI and problem solving, which is elite. Writing and AI and marketing is valuable. You don't need to be the best. You just need to be combined in a way AI can't replace. Focus on what AI can't do. AI is powerful but not complete. The future belongs to people who can use AI to multiply their output. Companies won't say, hey, we are replacing your role in 3 months. They will add AI tools, increase expectations, then quietly cut roles. So you need to evolve before the pressure hits. The biggest risk is not losing your job. The biggest risk is becoming average in a world where average is automated. And average workers don't get replaced instantly. They just stop growing while everything around them accelerates. What are the jobs that will actually survive? AI tools like ChatGPT can now write emails, help with coding, create content, even answer customer support. So yes, some jobs are shrinking. Jobs that require human judgment, trust, real-world interaction, which are much harder to replace. What are the top 10 jobs that will survive AI? Healthcare professionals, doctors, nurses, caregivers, because machines can assist, but people still trust people with their lives. Skilled trades, electricians, plumbers, mechanics. AI can't fix your broken pipe at home, at least not anytime soon. Managers and leaders, AI gives data, but humans make final decisions and handle people. The creative directors, AI can generate ideas, but humans decide what actually works. Sales and relationship roles, people still buy from people they trust. Teachers and trainers, education is not just information, it's It's about motivation, emotion, the connection. Then therapists and counselors. Empathy is something AI still struggles to truly replace. AI skilled professionals, people who use tools like ChatGPT, Midjourney, Claude, these people don't compete with AI, they multiply themselves with it. Strategy and decision making roles. AI gives options. Humans decide the direction. The safer jobs are not about doing tasks, they're about decision making, human interaction, creativity, responsibility, and that's the shift that's happening right now. Imagine you run a household, you have daily tasks, cooking, planning, managing expenses, taking care of your family. Now imagine suddenly you get a super helper. It can suggest recipes, it can plan your budget, it organize your day, it can pretty much do everything. But can it replace your decisions, replace your care, replace your relationships? I don't think so. It cannot. So for a common person, if you're working a regular job, before you were paid to do tasks, now you will be paid to think, to decide, use AI tools. If your job is repetitive, that's where the risk is. You don't need to become a tech expert, just learn how to use AI like a helper. Because in the future, it won't matter how hard you worked, it will matter how well you adapt it. Work is splitting into two layers. Execution layer being automated fast, judgment and human layer becoming more valuable. What's safer? Someone who decides the strategy, manages people, owns outcomes, uses AI to multiply the output. The shift is from I do work to I design and direct work. Don't aim to go higher in just the title. Aim to go higher in thinking and responsibility. Do you think teachers will be replaced by AI schools? I had recently made a video about it. Not completely, but teaching might change massively. Tools like Khan Academy and ChatGPT already explain concepts better than many textbooks. They personalize the learning speed, answers doubts instantly. So what changes? What will AI replace in education? Rote teaching, repetitive lectures, standardized explanations. Basically, reading from slides is just dying. What AI cannot replace is the motivation, the discipline, the real mentorship, emotional connection. A student doesn't just need answers, they need someone who pushes them, who understands their struggles, who can build their confidence. Schools will look like where you have fewer lecturing teachers but more mentor style teachers. It will replace teachers who only deliver information. Now, if we talk about India, India's workforce is heavily built on services and repetitive digital work. High risk areas in India, what are those? IT services and outsourcing companies like Infosys, TCS, Wipro, they are built on coding, testing, support, maintenance. Now AI can write code, can debug, can do automate testing. What does this mean? Fewer freshers hired, smaller teams doing same work, slower salary growth. BPO and call centers. India is a global hub for support jobs. AI chatbots, voice assistants. There's a huge pressure on entry-level jobs. Back office data jobs. There's a huge pressure on entry-level jobs. Basic accounting, back office data jobs, data entry. These are first in line to disappear. Documentation. These are first in line to disappear. India produces millions of graduates every year. Many depend on entry-level IT jobs, the support roles, but those are exactly the roles that are shrinking. There will be more competition for fewer jobs. Underemployment will rise. People will need to reskill very fast. Earlier in India, life was simple. Study, work hard, get a degree, get a job, settle down. But now, degree doesn't mean a job. Hard work does not mean growth. Because AI tools can already do the basic coding, writing, customer support. So companies are asking, what can you do that AI cannot do? You should have problem solving skills. Companies don't pay for your effort. Oh, I'm working very hard. Look at how much effort I have put. They pay for solutions. A mechanic doesn't earn for trying. He earns for fixing the problem. Sales and persuasion. This is underrated, but it's very powerful. If you can sell a product, convince people, you'll always have income. Learn, experiment, be curious. The world right now is like a moving train. You can either stand on the platform and watch it pass, or get on and figure things out along the way. I'm not here as an expert. I'm here as someone who is learning, experimenting, and sharing the journey. And maybe that's the most important skill today, not knowing everything, but being willing to learn anything. Because the future will not belong to the smartest, it will belong to the ones who adapt the fastest. Don't compete against AI, don't fear AI. Position yourself on top of it. Because in the next few years, there'll be two types of people: those who were replaced by AI and those who became unstoppable because of it.
It's time to take advantage of the opportunity.
Give it up for Dean Ravioli.
My Advantage Summit, and like Renee said, that fear is still real. I get it. Of course you do. It's moving so fast. And I also know I need to get better at it.